Another beautiful morning here on the Conquering the Crack Pack world. Oh, and as you can see, I've worked on the spire a bit. I added a layer of sugarcane all along the outside and got a nice little walkway along the outside. I'm working on prettying up the place because the place was oh, I don't want to hit X. I don't want you to see everything yet. I'm working on prettying up the place to make it all look better. Got walls there. I decided to only put the sugarcane on one side instead of both. This goes all the way around. I haven't done... This is the only stairway I've done, and it actually leads somewhere, which is what we're going to be doing today. Today, I'm working on prettying up the place between here and the marble village, because I want to be walking that path a lot, and... Wow, if this ever loads in. There we go. And I also, this is the spot for our big project that we're going to be working on in the near future. I still don't have all the kinks worked out, so we're not going to be doing it today. And this is the build that I'm not going to be working on camera often. It'll be an off-camera thing. But as you can see it there already. I've started the build to it. Got the road leading to it. So let's go take a look at it. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, so it's going to be here. I'm going to tell you guys what it is now, actually. Whew, man, it's still hard to talk with being sick and all. This is going to be a display telling me what episode number I'm on. I believe this is episode 24. But right here is going to be, there's going to be 6 buttons, one for each of the 3 numbers we have. So there's going to be the first one's going to be at 0 a lot, because we're not going to hit episode 100 for another, what, 77 episodes, 76 episodes. So... But my goal is to be able to just come over here and click the button and have it go out to the next episode. And we're going to be showing it off with, wait for it, there's these. Inverted lamps and lamps are what we're going to be using. I'm using inverted lamps and lamps because the redstone got a bit tricky, so sometimes it was easier to turn off a signal when we needed to than turn it on. So I'm going to take you into my creative world now to show you what it looks like and what my final plan with it is. So let's go take a look at the creative world. Okay, here we are in my new redstone creative world. I was doing it in the other one, but it was just too crowded there. I wanted a fresh start for this because I wanted everything to be a part of it. So this is a basic layout I had started out. This is the controls tower, as you can see, and these 3 I put in place because they aren't going to change. Those are never going to change. But over here, we've got somewhat working protocol. So as you can see, that's a 0 right there. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with those 4 spots. They never get touched, and I do have a little problem with, yeah, redstone everywhere. I couldn't get around putting something there, so I got to figure out a way to block it. We'll see what we use. But let me figure this out real quick. Let's take a look at it. So I need a redstone. Okay, that's not right, is it? Oh well. Okay. So with them all off, that's what it looks like apparently right now. So I've got a bunch of things written down here. Where is it? Okay. So to get the number 1, we have to turn on 4, 20, 23, and 14. There's the number 1. Look at that. Okay, and then to get the number 2, the only one that's on is 24. So we take off these. Oops. Oh, something's wrong. Oh, that's 23, that's why. Ta-da! There's the number 2. And then let's go 3 and see if they all work. So number 3 is 5 and 24. Okay. Number 4 is 3, 5, 25, and 15. There's 4. Number 5, hey, is just number 5. My computer's really choppy for some reason. There's number 5. So my goal is basically, as I go through these, I'll talk for a bit. My goal is to have it so when I press, so if it's at 6 right now, so let's say we're at 26. Let's say we're on episode 26. I don't think we are. I'll be able to press the up button on the first column over there, and that'll put it to 27. So I gotta figure out a way for it to, when I press the up arrow, to recognize that I want it to go from this to 3, 5. Oh man, so choppy. 21 to that. So I gotta do all that in one motion. Now you can see here I've started with the bottom layer. Bottom layer was easy enough to figure out. Whoa. So I did the bottom layer, and the bottom layer goes, I have on my paper here, I've got blank is setting 1, and gold is setting 2, emerald is setting 3, and diamond is setting 4. So you can see here, blank setting 1, that's for number 0. It's for every number except for 1, 7, 4, and 9. All the others, oh no, 1 is like that. So it's 7, 4, and 9 are the only ones that are not like that. And then I did figure out how to do these 2 rows, because these 2 are the same at every, like these 2 rows are either those 2 are lit, those 2 are lit, those 2 are lit, or these 2 and those 2 are lit. It's never like this one and this one, so I attached them together. So that wasn't too hard. And then it got tricky because I wanted to try and do this next row here, this row right here, in one line, and it was almost possible, almost. Because if I did that in just one line, I would have been able to just copy this over again for 3 and 4, but I wasn't, so I had to get a bit creative, which I was able to do. So it's all set up basically. I could put it all, start building it in the real world, but I've still got to figure out a way for it to know how to go from 7 to 8 on its own. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is have like, so let's say the ones I need are, let's go over here, what are these 2? Okay, let's say these are the 2 that I need to get it to a certain number. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is having it so like every time I press an up arrow it changes a piston, so a piston would block the path here, so the redstone couldn't so it'd block the path of the last one and open up the next one. So it's like there'll be redstone along this line and all these rows will be the numbers. That's my plan, I think. So we'll have redstone going along here, and then once I press the button, a piston will push this over and then also pull this one away, so it'll open up the next row. I think that's how I gotta do it. I'm gonna try and tinker with that off camera, but that is not going to be finished today. That's not this episode's job. I think this episode I'm going to clean up that the desert that we have there in front of this, like where our old 4 quarries were, that square of quarries. And I think I'm going to put that into a giant garden, like a little yeah, I'm going to try and make that a huge garden area and make it so it's not a desert anymore. So I'll see you after I mess around with that for a little while. Yep, it's been 2 hours and it doesn't look like I've done a damn thing, right? Well, you are wrong. Dun dun dun. So you can see by the big brown blob on my map, I have done it. I took the quarries. There was 4 squares, and I think I really only had to go through 2 and a bit. I put this is now 64 is ocean level, and I'm gonna have a waterfall flow down from here. I'm gonna make all of this like, I'm gonna make it like wild water life. So I'm gonna make it have like little dooms of sand, and then I'm gonna fill it all in with water, and I'm gonna have the water come up to level 69. Right, 60. Yeah, so this is at 68, so it'll be 1 higher than this, so it'll flow over when it's done. And then I'm gonna put water all along where that dirt is there, so I can bring this back up to the full level. I started by filling out this thing, and I decided to cut the corners a bit. I didn't want it to be a perfect square, so I got to grab ice to fill in this hole. I've got to build up some, like, just like an ocean floor, really, like, so sand, gravel, dirt, what else is in this? Clay, and then maybe a couple small broken buildings, like a little rustic thing, maybe a small upside down boat or something, I don't know. But there's going to be a little ocean. I've got to fix this wall. As you can see, it looks disgusting. And I realized something, that these two quarries were offset. Didn't know that. I might have and just forgot, but... So that's the start of our ocean, I guess. It's going to be a lot of work to fill that in, and a lot of glass. I think what I want to do now is... I've got the center here. I'm going to build... I think the road, I'm going to make the road come up the center. Just right up the center here to here. And then have this be the big garden that I want to make. So I'll have a big garden. Actually, I don't know which way I want the garden to be. Maybe both sides. Maybe a garden on one and like a hedge maze on the other. I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably have a hedge maze. That'll be cool. So that was just a little update. I'm going to get back to work here with... what am I going to do next? I think I want to build a little observatory right here. So like a little like half dome around the center point here that goes down into the water as well. So it'll like come out to like here. That'll be pretty cool. So I'll do that. I'll do the bridge, or not the bridge, the road up to that. And I'll lay that out. And we'll see if we build that today or not. Okay, I've gone a little crazy here again on my own. Keep forgetting to bring you guys along for the ride. I did quite a bit. I built a building here. Nice little down. It's going to be like an outlook. So you can see into the ocean from here. And then this floor will be underwater completely. So you'll be under the water looking into the ocean. And then as you can see in the ocean here, I've put a bunch of just little things to give the water some character. I've got to add some clay, and then I've just got to go collect ice and put it in and fix this back wall. So I think that's how we're going to end this episode, is flooding this thing. So I'm going to get back to work. Okay, I've never flooded anything before, so I honestly have no idea how much work this is going to take. Didn't think that would take that long. Oops. Yeah, I really didn't think that would take that long to break each one. Okay. So I'm gonna do this layer by layer so it's not, there's no like dropping. And holy crap. Is there a better tool for this? Am I using the wrong thing? Oh, this is nice. Push me. Okay. Well, this is long and boring. Is it working? I don't think so. Let's try one more thing over here, see if this helps it. Oh, I guess it was working until those pillars got in the way. Probably would have been easier to do a layer and then put the pillar in, but that's not as cool. I think this is kind of working. No, it's not. That sucks. Okay, I'll do this off camera then. To the flooded first level. I have never had so many mobs spawn in a pit in one night. Oh, it was awful. You have no idea how many times I almost died. Excuse me. So here's one layer done. Took a bit longer than I thought it would, but if all these things were in here, it wouldn't have taken very long. And I have no idea why this is shaded. I've flown up, haven't seen anything. It's really weird. Is it just a different biome? What is this? Eerie. It's an eerie biome. So I don't know what that's about. And also, it had a meteorite land. Let's dig this out. There's a meteorite right there. It broke a hole in this thing. But there's layer 1, and here comes layer 2. Commencing rescue operation. Dun dun. Piggy. I've had to do this so many times when I'm like building and stuff. It's like, go play somewhere else, please. Alright, so here we are. The water is up to 68. I've got one more layer to do, but that'll make the waterfall flow, and I'm not sure. I'm not ready for that yet. No, I'm not. I want to clear out some of this, and I don't really know what else I have to do, but I don't like that being one. No, gone. This is like a little ruin, I guess. I don't know. I just put stuff down. I don't like that. I'm probably going to get rid of that. I have to fill in this part right here and then put the water down. I'm pretty sure that's it. Is over here good? Yeah, over here's good. And then I've got to clean up this corner, clean up the whole thing. But as you can see, the building is done, except for the front door. I need a door. And I got this layering down, the dirt. It's like a dirt mound right up to the top where the building lays. And it's green panes, like moss has grown over them. Oh, can you not see the water like that? It's gonna suck if you can't see the water. Huh. I might have to change that. I probably should have thought of that before I did this. Yeah, you can't see the water at all. Maybe because it's night? I don't know. Alright, well that sucked. I'll change that. But there's the building. I think I'm going to change that out for more brick. I like the way it came together. The mossy stone really made it, I think. But other than the green windows, it's a pretty good, quick building I just put up. And all this is layered out, and now the next thing to do is just build on 70. This is where everything's going to be layered. So I have to bring everything else down to 70. I might have a couple of spots go back up a bit, but I decided that I'm going to do the maze over here, I think, just because there's a bit more room. And this is a bit of a hill. I don't really want to chop this down right now, so that's where I'm going to do the maze in a future episode. And I think I'm just going to build the pathway now, and then I think I might end the episode with putting up the lights to half of this, just the EP dash part, just because that takes no redstone. It's just inverted and normal lamps. So we'll do that, and we'll do a final recap of this area before we end the episode. Okay, 20 seconds after I stopped recording there, my shovel broke. So all I did was build the first part of our episode sign, I guess we can call it. I don't know, our episode counter, our EC. And well, take your time. There it is. Oh, of course, quicksand. There's the first half of it. It's kind of small, now that I think about it. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but it works. Come up. Click, change the sign. Oh yes, oh, we're not on episode 47, we're on 48. Click. And then we could always change these two to mean something else. Like if we don't want an episode counter, we could change it to like kill count or anything like that. Subscriber number, that's gonna stay low for a while. 003. Alright. So that's gonna be it for this episode. A very productive episode. Got a lot of grunt work done. A lot of grunt work. It's like Halo 2. Nothing but grunts. So I really like the way this turned out, this part of the build here. And I really like this building, so I'll change out the glass another time. And I'll finish flooding it another time as well. I'm not quite ready for the waterfall. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe so you can get on the board when we change it over. Or maybe when I do it on the other side. Yeah, you know you want to. It's going to be cool. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.